Alright, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to the 8th, maybe 7th episode of the cryptocurrency technical analysis video. Market was green today. I'm about to explain why. So, if you remember, yesterday and 2 days ago, I was calling a pretty big jump, actually, sorry. So, and here's the beginning stage of this jump. So, again, if you need any explanation for any of this stuff, come to the Discord in the description. I'm always helping people, and I'm actually, most of the time I give analysis, like live updates, if I'm sitting at my computer watching the markets. Like I called this triangle forming about an hour ago. So you could have made probably, what is this? Probably could have made like 1% off this so far. And if you're leveraged on BitMEX, that could be even higher. So let me get into it. So falling wedge, it formed, it's a bullish pattern in an uptrend, so continuation. And then, so last night I was waiting, I saw this drop, but I didn't know where it was going to stop, right? I knew it was going to break, but I didn't know where. So it was like 11 o'clock and I was like, I was so tired. So I just entered a long position on BitMEX, leveraged long position right here. I was just like, fuck it, like I'm going to sleep. So I woke up, actually my spidey senses were tingling, and I saw it like all the way down here, the reddest point it was. I was like, no, I'm just gonna go back to bed and it's gonna be fine. So I woke up, it was break even. I was like, okay, like let me check back on it in an hour, and sure enough, I made a pretty good profit by that point. So then a nice continuation for this pattern. This pennant right here makes us move upwards, but let me zoom in a little bit here on the 15-minute. Actually looks like we're hitting this resistance level, and we could do one of two things here. We could either pull back, break. Actually, there's probably three things. We could probably pull back, break, retrace, break, or we could just move sideways in this channel until we get enough momentum to break again. So I do think we're going up from here. I don't think we're going down. I don't think we're going to be going down to 9.5 in like next few days at least. So there's the analysis on Bitcoin. There's the short term at least. Long term, it's really a crapshoot on where it goes. If it breaks this resistance line, this diagonal one, let me zoom out so you can see better on the 4 hour, this large blue one. As you can see, we formed this falling wedge right here, and ignore the blue dotted lines. I'm sorry if it's hard to see. Those are just short-term resistance and support lines that I was trading off of. So this line, right, this resistance line has been forming for a while. We hit it, form the falling wedge. If we break this, this is actually a see. This is what's weird. This looks like a flag, right? If you look at it from this perspective, but on the logarithmic scale, it really, like, I'm not gonna draw any. Actually, fuck it, I'll draw some lines. On the logarithmic scale, this actually looks like a descending broadening wedge. So these are the two lines that you need to be looking at, the ones that I just drew on the logarithmic scale. So what this means is that we're going back to 20K, and on the hold on, let me turn off. Alright, so on the linear scale, this means that it's a flag and we're going past 20K. So honestly, if we just break out of this resistance line and we break out of this resistance line, so we need to break probably like 12K to really be in an uptrend, in my opinion. And I think that's what other people are saying too. So just if everybody's in agreement, then we can't go wrong. I'm just kidding. A lot of people thought that this was going to 9K, so I can't blame them. So sorry about that rambling. Ethereum, triangle broke out, broke resistance, retraced back to support. New, old resistance becomes new support, so we retrace back to support, and then we're going up again. Litecoin, this triangle broke. We retrace back to the resistance or the support now on Litecoin, like I said we were going to do. I said either one of two things was going to happen. We were going to either hit this, come down, and then go up, or we were going to break out, retrace, and then go back up. And we retraced, and now we're forming this triangle right here. So if you're looking for a long position, I'd really rather go on Litecoin if you feel like you're missing out the movement. Litecoin is definitely a mover. Vechain, I know this was also by FUD, but if you followed the technicals and you made good money here, if you just sold because you saw this bear flag, you saved out some money, and if you shorted it somehow, I don't know if you can even short Vechain, you made some money, because even though this was caused by news, the overall pattern, you know, here's the thing. A lot of the times, you know, people like earnings reports and stuff. I'm going back to the stock market because that's what I'm comfortable with. But a lot of the times on earnings reports, you know, companies will, you know, report really good earnings, but then they'll drop for some reason. It's like, well, why did they drop? Well, I don't want to be like a crypto shill or whatever, you know, and that's not what I like. I want to be, because, you know, fundamentals are important. Like, you can trade off the fundamentals, don't get me wrong, but I'm rather a crypto trader. You know, I'm going to be humble enough to say that other stuff works. So, thing is, if a company ever, you know, reports good earnings, then and sometimes they drop. Well, you know, sometimes there's a technical pattern forming, and like, people just don't realize, like, man, that's why they say don't play earnings like they're 50-50. Yeah, like that's true, because this rebranding on Vechain, you know, people were expecting it to go up, but it didn't go up, it went down. So what there? So that's just what I think. Like, when there's upcoming news and then there's a pattern, like, I just don't even mess with that, dude. Like, don't even mess with that. So Nano, on a Nano here, let me get on the 4 hour. This falling wedge here, now it's dropping. Actually, I don't know why it's dropping. Is Bitcoin dropping? No. Sorry, I got a text. Alright, so yeah, falling wedge, and it kind of followed Bitcoin a little bit. It went up, retraced, hit the new support, and it went up again, and now it's falling back down. So it probably just ran out of momentum, honestly. It made this huge move. You can't really expect it to go down. It might actually be forming a triangle here, and it might move up again, but I really don't know. The main thing that I'm trading right now is Bitcoin, so yeah, that's all I'm trading, in Ethereum and Litecoin. So yeah, those are my thoughts for today. I think we're gonna have another green day tomorrow, and if we do have a red day, then it's gonna be like really small. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like maybe 1 to 2%, like 0.5. We're just gonna be moving sideways, that type of thing. So yeah, that's what I think of today. Check in tomorrow for another analysis update, and yeah, see you all next time.